why don't we go into the article where Edmund Bartlett is talking about how important locals are for the Jamaican hotel industry, Adam. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So he basically goes on to reiterate the fact that the local market is still very important to the hotel sector. Personally, I can attest to that. During COVID, the days of COVID, we were definitely there for our hotel partners, I would say, when a lot of the flights and the tourists were not able to populate the hotels as they would normally. We were able to pull out very fast flash sales for the local populace to assist those hotels during that extreme time of need. So, that's just one example of how important the local population is to our hotels and attractions at large.
We've made a business out of that, right? When the foreigners are not coming in, thank God that hotels have tools like Gustazos.com where you can fill rooms that they can't fill any other way with local residents. Adam, I've shared with you that my feelings got a little hurt after the pandemic because when the pandemic hit, let's talk a little bit about pre-pandemic.
Right.
Pre-pandemic, you had moments of the year where tourists weren't coming down, right? And hotels would come to us and use us. Then you had the summer months, which is June, July, and August, where locals are on vacation, the kids are on vacation, and hotels had low season. The foreigners were not coming in. So the hotels would come to us, we would present those deals to locals, and we made a business out of that, right? The pandemic hit, and now tourists weren't coming. So hotels came to us for help. And we were there to help, and we made big sacrifices to help them. What kind of hurts our feelings is that once the floodgates open and international travel was allowed again, these hotels kind of decided, hey, we'll use you when we need you, kind of attitude, right? And it's interesting, and I know this article from Bartlett, it's a little dated. It was in March 24th, it's when it came out of this year, 2024.
Still relevant right now, though.
No, but the reason why, correct, it's still relevant because hoteliers are telling us, hey, we're feeling a little pinch. We're feeling that the occupancy levels of the prior years are not there anymore. Right. And we're seeing that they're coming to us for help, and we're helping them in filling some of this inventory with locals. So it's interesting how those two are coming into play, where Bartlett sends out this article, and we're seeing that hotel partners are coming and using us more now than they did in 23, for example.
Right. Much more, and I foresee where that will actually continue. I believe throughout the year. Well, despite the fact that we do also have a crime PR problem internationally. And we would think that would be preventing tourists from coming, but I'm also seeing other articles where they are still, prevailing despite hearing that type of news. But still, I feel that we will still be needed because I don't believe it will be on the level that it was after COVID, as you mentioned, when we weren't really being paid much mind. And furthermore to that, I would say that after COVID, we definitely saw a major shift in the pricing of majority of the hotels. Well, also, I'm assuming, due to the rise in inflation that we've also experienced in the last 2 to 3 years.
But I think it's fair to say, which is good news for local Jamaicans, is that, hey guys, stay tuned, because we feel and we think that you're going to start seeing hotel prices that are accessible,
right?
That are not only for foreigners, that they're for locals. So I think that if you're patient and you're monitoring a website like Gustazos.com, I think we're in the process of presenting great deals to you.
Absolutely.
Right? So stand by.